Hello. I have put together this video essay as I am interested in the creative industries. The creative industries are the part of our economy that involves creativity. This video essay will highlight the 16 sectors in the creative industries and more specifically the 4 sectors that interest me. These 4 sectors are visual art, design, film and video, and computer games. I will go over the 4 sectors in a small level of detail. Film and video has been around ever since 1878, when the first ever motion picture film, A Horse in Motion, was released. This would begin the film empire, and by 1927, The Jazz Singer would be the first movie released with voices. Then came Westworld, the first ever CGI movie, and in 2009, Avatar would take the crown as the highest-grossing movie to date. It's not that surprising since aliens have always been an interesting topic to humans. Computer games began their journey in 1958 with Tennis for Two, which was a standard Pong game. At this time arcade machines were already a thing, and as such in 1935 the first machine to include sound effects did so by smashing a plate to imitate a gun sound. Talk about overkill. Fast forward to 1972 and gamers were playing Space War at esports competitions. Nowadays Minecraft holds the record for the most ever sales at a whopping 176 million. That's a lot of cubes. Now we go back 2,000 years ago to the construction of the Great Wall of China. It took the longest out of any building ever to complete, being completed in the 16th century, and will hold that record considering construction is so much faster these days. Anyway, in 1886 the first car design was released. Then exactly 100 years later came the introduction of 3D printing, invented by the one and only Chuck Hull. In 2019, the Bugatti La Voiture Noire was released, priced 19 million. Now for something completely different. In BC, cavemen painted this cave painting, which would go on to get documented years later. In 1503, Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa, which years later would still hold the record for the most expensive painting ever created. In the 1980s, digital art would come into focus, becoming more popular as the years went on. And finally in 2012, albeit more infamously nowadays, NFTs stepped into the limelight. Out of these 4 sectors I am most interested in design. Design comes under many different factors but is mostly associated with aesthetics and functionality. When working in the design sector, we need to consider legal parameters such as copyright, which is the act of owning a specific idea and limiting who can use it, and false advertising, which is the act of advertising a product that either doesn't work or isn't even what was advertised in the first place. Another important factor in design is health and safety. If something you designed has the capability of harming the user, it could get you in trouble. Products must be tested before being issued to the public. Now I'm going to showcase 2 design agencies in the UK that really stick out to me. The first one is The Chase, and no, I don't mean the game show. This company is famous for achieving over 350 awards and having over 30 years of industrial experience. They specialize in branding. The second is a practice for everyday life who focus on making each of their designs unique and meaningful. They offer a wide array of services, namely packaging, signage and publications.